Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Silo. This is Season 3, Episode 7. It is called Radio. Before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me watch more of Silo. If you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. And then lastly, if you like video games, consider subscribing to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. Your support over there would mean the world. But other than that, let's jump into another episode of Silo.
You want to tell us why?
We're going out.
Not even a
Send you
choice.
guys out at dawn.
To do what?
We're going to the other silo.
Yeah. I told Camille that I was going to send you there to bring the kids back, but
But you really want us to find out where the poison is coming in?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, get active, brother.
Let me guess, you need two in case one of us dies.
Yeah, in case one of you dies.
Kennedy, I don't get you. You spend 3 months screaming, let us out, and now you don't want to go out?
No.
He wants us to go out, not him.
I just don't give a shit about the rest of it.
Well, too bad.
You get Lucas to 17. You could do whatever you want. I don't care.
It's great. Let's suit up.
Who is that?
Right. Keep them out of sight.
Hey,
Hey. What's up?
I went to water filtration. There were guards outside, which means the drugs are already in the water.
How long until they take effect?
According to Bernard, immediately. Start drinking milk, juice, wine, anything except what comes out of the tap.
Okay.
Whatever you're going to do it now. We can't have any further contact.
All right. Well, thank
Hey,
you for the information,
Robert.
sir. I should call him Robert
Be
instead of
careful.
Sims. I feel like that's important.
You still want to go out?
Yeah. Maybe you don't want to anymore, Kat, but Danny and me, we saw that cleaning video.
Their lives have
Put
changed.
something in the glass of her helmet.
No.
You said that was possible.
I don't know if it's good or bad out there.
It's bad. Trust.
I know someone would be excited you get to go out. You guys ever meet Kennedy's wife? What do you think she'd say if it was her?
Oh, she'd only talk like that if she had a couple of drinks in her.
Doris wouldn't actually say she wanted to go out. She was smarter than that.
Smarter than anybody.
She said if she ever killed someone. Probably him. And she ever got caught.
She'd have got away with it.
She said that if she got sent out to clean, she'd go out singing, happy to be free, be outside,
Damn.
even if it was just for one fucking minute.
One fucking minute.
Hey, with that fake screen, it's probably a glorious minute. Are these like good suits though? Because what if they just went right back to giving us crappy suits? Heck yeah, brother. Oh, okay, Martha's helping us.
You'll hear me through your helmet here, and I'll hear you on the radio. But remember to talk in code.
Are you going to be able to hear me?
I hope not.
No, we don't care about you.
Walk is only going to talk to Lucas. You're going to get him to 17. That's it. Okay?
How do they tell from the outside Other than the massive bodies. Like, what if they accidentally walked to Silo 16? Don't freak out, boys. That's freaky, going out at night.
This is dispatch to Deputy Turley. How do you read?
Well, the situation,
It's amazing.
it's a lot bigger than expected. Nothing. It's just nothing. There's just nothing.
Yeah, man. They told you it wasn't a paradise.
What the fuck is all that?
Stars, brother.
Coming up on that next level.
Yeah.
Dispatch?
That is rough.
See the damage. It's way worse than we imagined.
She doesn't realize they're already out there. Alright, boys, try not to freak out.
You hear that? What? Do you hear that?
Is there a drone outside?
Hearing a buzzing sound. Can you hear it?
We probably shouldn't be out here. Is that guns?
Deputy Kelso, if you read this, acknowledge.
What happened?
It sounded like guns.
They have guns out there?
No. Radio them again.
There's no static on the line. It's just...
What the frick?
Okay, Danny, can you just get the screens back on, please?
Lucas Kyle and Patrick Kennedy have been neutralized.
What happened?
You saw Nichols' unedited cleaning video. What did you see?
Bodies.
A lot of them.
What looked like an entire silo's worth.
And what does that suggest?
They were able to prevent a safeguard. At least momentarily.
And go
momentarily is the key word. It is important to know, for your silo's sake, that the safeguard is in fact not preventable. Let what you saw in the video be evidence of that fact.
Okay.
But
That's not necessarily what that means.
That's what you think Nichols wants to do. Block the safeguard?
Talk to her. Try to ascertain if that fear is warranted.
If it is?
I feel like the safeguard is still preventable. He's just saying it's not preventable to dissuade it from happening.
We agreed they'd be going out at dawn.
Yeah, Kennedy was agitated, so I needed to get him out.
Well, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but they didn't make it to Silo 17. Was there any other reason you wanted people from our silo to go to 17?
No. Those kids saved my life, and I wanted to bring them back here, so that's why.
Nothing more important than
Nope.
that.
What could be more important than saving children's lives, Camille?
Including your own child, Camille.
Do you know what happened in Silo 17?
No. Do you?
No idea. That's why I asked.
What the fuck happened up there? To Lucas and Kennedy.
Suit malfunction, I believe.
Suit malfunction.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you rush.
They suddenly had a lot of holes in them.
Yeah. We should have given it more time to make the suits bulletproof.
But, rule number one of television and movies, we didn't see no body. They're still alive.
Charlotte?
What is she doing here?
What's happening? What are you doing here?
Hey,
She can't tell you.
I didn't actually ask you. Yeah?
Sir?
Are you okay?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Of course I do. Follow me through these doors?
After the ride we just had, we're not going
What is
anywhere
through those doors?
with anyone.
Lawyers. Many lawyers with non-disclosure agreements. What you've signed will get on the plane, and by this time tomorrow, you'll know everything.
You gonna sue me? Because I have $700 in my bank account.
Gitmo. Half of the lawyers in there are government lawyers, which means that they can send you to actual fucking Guantanamo.
Who are you?
And I'm not kidding. I've been there. It's actually quite lovely. I'm thinking about buying it. The island. The whole island, not just the base.
Who are you, though?
I'm Per Stenson.
We know who you are.
No, I know. I'm just being polite. My social team says I need to do that. You're the journalist, right? I've been told that you have a lot of questions, but I would love to ask you one. Which would you prefer? Not signing the NDA and driving out of here in a shitty rental minivan, not knowing anything, or scribbling your name a few times and getting to know the world's most important secret? I'll throw in...
She'll choose that one.
$100,000, if that moves the needle at all.
$100,000, of course. The richest man on the planet, and you're
That's all
gonna
you
give
can
us
spare?
the world's largest secret for $100,000.
Okay, fine. $1 million each.
Oh my! You
But
can't
only if you
just
sign. You
buy
don't get anything.
everybody.
I don't know what the hell is going on here. All I want to know is what the fuck happened to my sister. Did you sign?
I did. Because I also want to know what the fuck happened to me.
Yeah.
So that's a yes from the congressman. What say you, journalist?
Well, she's gonna want to know information, so yeah.
How long before I can write about whatever this is?
No more than 5 years, hopefully less. And I wasn't just being dramatic before. This really is about saving the world.
Sure.
Let's get after it.
Let's go save the world.
We think Orla Kent was killed and then moved. What we don't know is how her body ended up here.
She could have been killed anywhere.
Yeah, there was this guy in the mids. He used to put on a little show for the kiddies. He'd make something disappear and then poof,
Houdini?
appear again. Called it magic. Maybe that's what happened.
Punch him in the face.
We're wasting time. You want to go home?
Look, Sheriff. You just don't get it. Here in the mines, we got maybe 6 guys, 2 women. We're just so fucking criminal, this is the only place for them. Fine. Mostly it's just people who did something stupid. They get sent here, they get crushed by a rock fall. Or they get fucking poisoned by rat exterminators. The guy who did the magic, making an egg disappear for some kids, he was told by Judicial that magic was a theoretical relic. A theoretical fucking
Theoretical.
relic. So they sent him here, not for doing a thing, but for having an idea. What happens back in those tunnels? It'd be more humane to hang people like him. But no, they get sent here, each and every one of them by your good old buddies in Judicial.
So, obviously you don't respect me as sheriff.
Fuck no.
Punch him. Do
You
something.
respect Juliet?
At least she came from mechanical, had some dirt under her nails, but as a sheriff, nah.
Holston.
Holston. I respected him.
I'm glad you respected him because he thought you were a lousy crook. He opened 7 different investigations into you.
You get me on any of them?
No.
Well, not such a lousy crook then.
Pretty good one.
Your daughter...
My daughter was lined up to be the next head of supply until Orla Kent took her job.
That's motivation, brother. You're not number one suspect.
I would like to kindly ask you to fuck off.
Well, you have enough reason to bring him in.
We have a lot of gunpowder left over from the rebellion. We get a team into Judicial, after hours,
Right.
wearing GWP uniforms, and we scatter the explosives along the wall to blow it open, along with all the pipes behind it, including the one that carries the poison.
Okay, and then you release all the poison, and then what? You have minutes to live?
We can wear cleaning suits under our GWP coveralls.
Under it?
But what about the gas? That gas could be odorless. It could be colorless,
The point
right?
is, Jules, the new suits will give him an hour.
Yeah, a lot of people can die in an hour. Do you think of that? Like, how many?
It depends on how long it takes to cap the pipe and how many people there are on the levels above and below.
Those levels are residential. People will be home sleeping.
Yeah.
Give us a range.
Anywhere from 100 to...
It could be 1,000.
Damn. That's a lot of people to die.
No.
We can't.
Better
That's
than 10,000.
10% of the silo.
Maybe we should just drink the water and forget the whole fucking thing.
I need to think. I can't fucking... Can you guys just...
She is
figure
still
out a
mayor.
plan that doesn't kill thousands of people?
They need to go out.
Good.
There's something I gotta do.
He's gonna go put on a suit and he's gonna go outside.
I know I flew the mission. I know it went bad. I know the facts, but it's kind of like it happened to someone else.
Are you feeling okay?
Your
I'm better
personality
than I was.
doesn't feel the same.
I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
Sure.
Yeah, that was me asking you to move. I need your seat.
There's hints of the same person.
Was he murdered?
No. He's not dead.
Oh.
Someone got buried in the mines, but it wasn't your dad.
Well, then where the heck is he?
The way I heard it, your father designed something for Harwood. In exchange, the next person to die in the mines didn't officially die. And your old man took his place.
Do you know where the mission diary is?
Okay. What's Bernard's plan?
Can't sleep. I didn't know what really went on with your post piece. Good for you.
Yeah, well, don't tell anyone.
The NDAs cover everything about everyone anywhere near this.
What's your story?
I did my 20 in military intelligence, left, started a firm which was very successful. Until it wasn't. Entirely my fault. Certain character defects I hadn't addressed. That's when I met the senator. It was her first congressional campaign. I was her driver.
Damn. You fell
And
hard.
now you're her loyal... what?
I don't really have a job title.
He fixes
I just make
things.
sure that the senator and her daughter are all right.
What does that mean?
He cleans things up, gets things done.
Juliet Nichols.
Oh,
Gloria Hildebrand.
the old lady. No wonder she was in the recap.
When I was head of IT, Robert and I would track down relics rumored to be sacred for a secret group of citizens known as the Flame Keepers.
George's mother was one of us.
People deemed a threat who sought knowledge of the before times and a revival of hope for a future in a livable world outside. The two items we sought the most were both documents of life from a particular time. A spiral-bound notepad that previous heads of IT pursued for 300 years.
Helen's notepad?
Was never found. The other was an obsession of mine. The mission diary.
What mission?
Mission was his name. He was a porter, lived 140 years ago. And during the Great Rebellion, he transported the explosives that we used to blow up the stairs. Your friends weren't the first to do that.
Mrs. Hildebrand, would you read from near the end?
I have a mark on my neck and a scar on my stomach, and I don't know where they came from. I feel like I did know maybe even yesterday, but now I can't quite remember yesterday. I am afraid. We've all forgotten so much. Doctors keep saying it's a virus and it'll pass. But it hasn't. Things keep slipping away. And anything I still remember has gone hazy, like in a dream. I don't know what I'd do without Allie. We have each other. But people who live alone, I've heard they've stopped eating. And so many have jumped from the stairs that they've started hanging nets. I swear if I ever forgot Allie, I'd follow them over the side. And that was his last entry.
I see what you're doing, and it's fucking sad, but I told you I am not killing 1,000 people.
Salvador Quinn, the head of IT at the time, chose to drug the silo to prevent a safeguard.
And it killed people anyway.
Quinn calculated that the terror and disorientation from the forgetting drugs resulted in the death of 2,000 people. If you do not act,
Trolley problem.
that is the
1,000
cost.
versus 2,000.
I know you don't want to be the one to make this choice. I know. But the burden is on you to do it.
You're the mayor.
You all right? Yeah. Seem a little restless back here.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you don't like flying.
Hmm.
I don't. Unless it's me doing flying.
So a control freak.
No, not at all. I just like things done the right way. What about you? You're not sleeping?
Oh, it's just it's a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, what are we going to see?
You'd be awful at a magic show. You'd be like, stop with the theatrics.
Yeah, just get
Are you guys flirting?
Right. Get you anything?
No. Okay. But you could rub my feet.
Yeah, I knew they were flirting. Moving very quick. Straight to feet rubbing?
I'm still gonna need your help in restoring her childhood memories especially.
What if she only ever remembers the last 2 weeks?
No, it will work.
Yeah, you said there was no guarantees.
I did, but two things can be true at once.
No guarantees, but also guarantee it will work. She remembers she's gay.
Where are we?
Atlanta, Georgia. I was right.
Don't forget, Anthony has to wear a jacket today.
Mom, no!
In your last class portrait, you were all in jackets.
That was 5 years ago.
You looked very smart. The artist did a wonderful job.
Camille, don't make him.
This is your decision now?
I was thinking it was his.
Fine. Whatever.
God, she's such a loser now. I hate her. Everything she does now just pisses me off.
We need passes for Judicial.
For what?
Look, she didn't say, but she wouldn't have me climb 100 levels if she didn't need them.
Anthony, you got a change in plans. We're gonna take the jacket.
Dad, you just said...
I just said take it.
You don't have to wear it, just take it with you.
Did you get him?
Here. Great.
Okay.
You convinced 42 Georgia farmers to give up their land.
Money talks.
I gave them generational wealth that will take care of their grandchildren's grandchildren.
Gotta ask. That rumor going around?
I am not a robot.
No, the other one. The unicorn.
Oh, that one's true.
We'll take the one at the back, okay?
Ain't no way you found a unicorn.
No, we have the science. We created our own gene editing technology. It makes CRISPR look like Fisher-Price.
That's insane.
So this mysterious whatever it is on Georgia land, how much of it's your idea and how much of it's his?
He's the brains. I'm just a believer, doing whatever I can to help. So hopefully, once you learn a little bit more, you'll become one too. Let's go.
So, some mega rich guy convinced a politician to end the world so that he could save it.
I'm the richest man in the world, and he offered me $1 billion if after I created my unicorn, he could hunt and kill it. Fucking billionaires. They ruin everything!
That's true, but you're clearly also at least a billionaire. Probably a trillionaire.
How'd it go?
I was the only one who even brought a jacket. How'd you think?
Hey.
Anthony!
You didn't have to wear it. As long as you brought it.
We're heading out to make the delivery.
Copy.
Okay.
I got a bit of an issue here with the delivery.
What's the problem, Donnie?
I just saw 2 big dogs go into the apartment. I mean, really big.
What does that mean?
The 2 biggest dogs.
What's this?
Boss has us servicing all the pumps, level by level.
Okay.
Hey.
Stop freaking out. Okay. So we're blowing shit up.
Hey,
Yeah, Donnie, what is it?
who the fuck is Donnie?
Who is this?
This is Deputy Calso. You're on, level 17.
Calso, this is, Deputy Crane. Please continue.
Deputy Crane. Yeah, okay. So we had a little bit of a situation here, but, the kids are alright.
Donnie, do you hear me? This is dispatch.
Your delivery is no longer necessary. Please return to base.
Oh, they already activated that.
Stop! Please return to base.
Oh, it's still gonna go off. No? Okay.
Stop! Returning to base.
Martha, do you have anything to drink?
I'll break out the good stuff.
Okay. Calso, please tell us what the frick is going on now.
Calso, this is, Crane. Can you hear me?
Could you please tell me what's going on? Please. What's gonna happen to me?
Amy, you need to shut the fuck up, okay?
Camille, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
You're being interrogated.
I needed somewhere where we couldn't be seen or heard. Because we need to talk. I asked you to stop, Robert, and you didn't.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
You used our son! The jacket Anthony came home with?
She recognized it wasn't the right one.
Yeah.
Is she gonna kill him?
If you could stop putting the forgetting drugs in the water.
What are you doing?
That's all I'm asking.
What are you doing, Rob? Tell me.
Please.
Tell me.
You need to stop it.
Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing!
Can we discuss this somewhere other than in front of her?
Oh, Amy? Fuck Amy.
No!
Tell me the truth.
No.
Please. Tell
No,
me the truth.
please,
Tell me the truth.
Please. Please.
Like you haven't done as much?
I have done worse. I have. Whether you're right or
This ain't who
I'm
you
right.
are.
Whether our son remembers me or not, he deserves to have at least one parent who hasn't killed someone.
She pulls the trigger.
What the hell is that?
Daniel knows.
It's a drill. It's a very big drill.
It's a spider. End of the episode. Okay, solid episode. Things are getting a lot more intense as we approach the end of the season. There should be, 3 episodes left? 8, 9, and 10. For a second, I was concerned that we only had 8 episodes in this season because, a lot of TV only has 8 episodes. But then I remembered Apple TV does 10 episode seasons for the most part. And then I was a lot more excited. But we have big things happen in this episode. We have Lucas and Patrick Kennedy going outside, and their two responses to going outside are so drastically different, right? Because we have Lucas, who has spent all this time mapping out this, before he knew things, he was mapping out the stars, and he generally had figured out what stars were. And then with him learning all the info, he's fully aware of what that is when he goes outside. So he goes outside and he's just awestruck, being like, this is bigger than I ever expected. He's literally in awe, being like, this is amazing. And then you have Patrick Kennedy, who the whole time has been under the assumption that the video that he saw was the truth and that everything was, lush and green outside. And so he goes out there and everything's just desolate and looks like shit. And he's like, what the fuck? He's so mad. And he looks up at the stars and he looks up in horror. He's like, what are those? He's so afraid. And then they see this sea of bodies and it's just I feel like Juliet should have prepared them more for that sea of bodies, which also, I feel like there's more bodies out there than we saw last time when Juliet went out. When she was going to Silo 17, I feel like she didn't walk through as many bodies as they saw, which, maybe when they were first doing it, they were like, hey, let's just put a whole bunch of bodies out there, right? And then they didn't really think about if there truly was a revolution where all these people tried to go outside, there would be more than like 200 bodies out there. There would be thousands of bodies out there. And in this episode, they say, you know, what the AI says, like, how many bodies are there, and Camille's like, enough to fill a whole silo. Like, that's thousands of people. So I think they upped the amount of bodies that were out there in this episode. But they go out there and then, what, they get shot by like drones or something? Like, I don't think I mean, it could have been people that they sent out from Silo 1 with just guns, but it sounded like drones. If you ever heard the sound of a drone flying, like, it is that kind of high-pitched whining. Like, it doesn't sound like it kind of sounds like bugs a little bit, where it's just like brrr. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like a drone fly, whether you're a hobby drone person or, you know, you've been at sports events or concerts or something. When there's a drone, like, they're loud. And that sounded like drones. And then they get shot at, and the AI is like, oh, they've been neutralized. But we know, like, if you've ever watched a television show or watched a movie or played a video game or whatever, like any sort of visual medium storytelling device, you know, if you don't see a body, they're not dead. Right? If you aren't given explicit proof that this person died, they're not dead. And so having the AI just be like, oh, they've been neutralized, but us not seeing it, it's clear they're alive. So I wasn't too concerned in that moment. Now, we don't technically know if Lucas survived, but I feel like he's a bit too big of a character to die off screen. Maybe he got hit or got hurt somehow, and his suit, like something happened with his suit or whatever, like he wasn't able to talk on the walkie, and only Patrick Kennedy was able to talk. I think that may be a twist they're hiding from us, potentially, because otherwise I feel like he would have been the one to speak. But Patrick Kennedy lives, he's in the silo, Lucas is probably with him, or maybe Lucas had to divert, you know, they went two different directions and he went into a different silo. I don't know. But they're alive. They're gonna figure out how to cap this thing, and they're gonna relay the information, which is good because we almost killed a couple hundred to 1,000 people by blowing up part of Judicial. Like, that would have been insane. The fact that they look, that's an insane plan, first of all. I mean, it's a plan that would work, I guess, where they're like, hey, if we just plant a whole bunch of bombs in the pipe and then detonate them, theoretically we'll be able to see where the poison comes in. You know, when you don't know where something is, just, you know, break it until you figure it out, and then fix it afterwards. And theoretically, if they're able to fix that within an hour, like, that's insane. Like, that's implying nothing else would go wrong from those explosions. Like, they would blow it up, figure it out where the poison's coming, and cap that within an hour, and then maybe deal with everything else after that. But I liked that Juliet was kind of faced with that problem of like, hey, here's a trolley problem. You do this and you kill 1,000 people, maybe. You do this other thing and maybe a couple other 1,000 people die, right? They show her this note from a guy named Mission 140 years ago when they did the forgetting drugs the last time. And they talk about like how, like, as people were forgetting things, like their, you know, core memories, and not even just like their deeper core memories, but like memories of yesterday, what happened yesterday. The sense of disorientation and fear kind of drove people insane and introduced like a sense of deep depression in people, right? Because if you know that there are things that you should know and you can't remember them, like, that would be incredibly depressing, right? You'll be just kind of filled with this sense of, you know, something is missing, something about who I am is wrong and missing. And so people started killing themselves, right? And he said 2,000 people died because of, you know, the introduction of those drugs, which I don't think is something Camille is factoring in, right? Like, she automatically, I mean, I guess she's doing her own trolley problem in a sense, where she you know, she probably doesn't know about the 2,000 people number, but she does know about the 10,000 people number. Where, like, if she doesn't do what she's gonna do, 10,000 people die. I mean, maybe she does know about the, 2,000 people that died. I don't know. But I think she should be made re-aware if she's not aware. I don't know if it would really matter, though, because she's just becoming increasingly unhinged, honestly. Like, everything she's doing is just pissing me off. like when you have Sims being the one where he's like way more reasonable. The first 2 seasons, Sims be doing stuff and you're like, man, Sims, can you just chill for a minute? Like, do we have to be this like ultra fascist regime? And now in season 3, his wife is like unhinged and he's like, can you chill out? Like, it's such an interesting reversal. And even her son is like, Mom, I don't want to bring this jacket. Like, what do you think? It's also interesting that she realized the jacket was different, but her kid didn't. Like, he didn't realize it was a different jacket, and she did. But when she brings Sims into the interrogation chamber, and he's like, yo, can we not do this in front of her? And she's like, who, Amy? Fuck Amy. I thought she was gonna shoot her. I was like, damn. Like, you are crazy. Like, she's breaking under this pressure. Like, she's not just like it's not just affecting her slightly. Like, she is crumbling as an individual due to this pressure. So hopefully we find out that she's been like faking or has some other ulterior motive or something going on, because if she's truly just like succumbing to the fascism and fully becoming on board with the AI and what it wants to do, then it's like, bro, like, we gotta take you out. Like, I'm sorry, we need to kill you. That scene of her confronting Juliet and being like, is there anything else you need to tell me? Was there a more important reason for going to the silo? And they both have guns. It's like, no. Like, oh god. Like, and okay, also, one thing I want to point out, the silo, or the AI being like, she's looking to, cap the safeguard, right? Like, he's talking to Camille and being like, there's thousands of bodies out there. What is the only reason there could be thousands of bodies out there? They went out and the safeguard didn't work. So theoretically, they figured out how to stop the safeguard. That is probably the reason she's going over there. And Camille being like, that makes sense. And then the AI being like, but here's a secret. The safeguard can't be stopped. That doesn't seem true, right? Because the safeguard, like, going outside is still bad, right? Like, we've known that the whole time, but the safeguard is a different thing. So the AI being like, you can't stop the safeguard seems like a blatant lie, because that silo did stop the safeguard, and then they died when they went outside, because outside is bad, right? Like, that's the whole reason we're wearing suits to go outside now, is because outside is still bad and you'll still die if you go outside. But like, the safeguard, they stopped the safeguard. So like, the AI telling Camille like, hey, you can't actually stop the safeguard, seems like reinforcing its own motives, if that makes sense. Like, finding a solution and then working backwards from that. Like, it's just trying to reinforce this position it's already declared as the correct one. Like, it's already expecting Camille to be on Juliet's side if she can, like, if she's confident that the safeguard can be capped and stopped, she would be on Juliet's side, theoretically. And so the AI is kind of like trying to circumvent that thought process ahead of time, being like, I know you're thinking about it. The safeguard can't be stopped, so don't even try, and switch to the other side, because you'll still die. Which, obviously, if Camille believes that, she'll still be on the AI's side. But if she was confident that the safeguard could be stopped, she probably wouldn't be introducing these forgetting drugs. She probably wouldn't be on the side of the fascist regime, right? Like, she would be a normal person. But the AI is gaslighting her into thinking that it can't be stopped, even though I feel like we know it can. But who knows? And then the rest of the episode was in the past with Daniel and Helen. They they find themselves on this plane with the senator and this like trillionaire essentially, who, you know, they are saying like, hey, we're gonna save the world. Again, is that true? Like, we know trillionaires and billionaires and trillionaires. I guess technically we don't have any trillionaires at the moment that we know of. Right? You know, I feel like if a trillionaire is rich enough, they can probably wipe that evidence from the history of the world, right? Like if someone is so obscenely rich that they are worth or have well more than $1 trillion, they could probably manipulate some stuff to make it look like they only have a couple billion. But yeah, Colin Hanks plays a billionaire slash trillionaire who is involved in the tech space, right? Because he has gene manipulation technology that apparently makes CRISPR look like Fisher Price, which, if you know what CRISPR is, that's an insane thing to say. And if you know what Fisher Price is, Fisher Price, company behind children's toys. So like the car that has, it's like the hollow bottom and you walk with your feet. I'm pretty sure that's Fisher Price. But yeah, they make kids toys. CRISPR is a gene editing software where you can like you can edit, you know, embryos' DNA to remove like defects and change different things about children before they were born. Like it's insane. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. Like I'm pretty sure it's like around the world considered illegal. So the fact that he's like, hey, we have gene technology that can make that look like a children's toy is insane. And the fact that he apparently could create a unicorn, like he has the ability to do it, and he was gonna do it so that the 10th richest person in the world could hunt that unicorn. Insane. The fact that they spend their money on that type of thing is eat the rich. It's all I gotta say. Eat the rich. But again, he has this senator as like a true believer in whatever he is doing, right? Because Daniel asks the senator like, what's going on here? Like, are you running this? Are you part of this? And she says like, oh, it's him. He's the one in charge. Like, it's his thing. It's his baby. I'm just a believer, which is insane because like, we know rich people do stuff for their own gains and processes and don't really think about what it means for everybody else. So, you know, I talked about previously how many episodes ago I floated the idea of like, what if all of this was a manufactured thing, right? What if this whole war in Iran that they have going on in the show and the dirty bomb and the end of the world was a manufactured thing so that they could create some utopia or create some experiment or do whatever? That low-key is looking more and more like the truth. When you have a crazy trillionaire rich person that has, you know, endless wealth and can do literally anything they want, it's not a far jump to assume that he could convince some high-ranking senator that, you know, the end of the world is coming, or that they should induce the end of the world because of whatever ideological reason, right? I mean, we have senators now who are legitimately brainwashed in some regard, right? We have John Fetterman. He's a senator. Is he a senator or a congressman? I'm pretty sure he's a senator. We have him straight up saying in interviews that his utmost allegiance is to the nation of Israel. And he's a U.S. senator. And it's like that's just like one, like, not even like that deep of a level of like ideological difference between a lot of people. Like, it's crazy, but it's there are people that believe that. If you like, if you think of how much money a nation has to influence things, and then you also factor in like that regular people join cults all the time, like you know, throughout history, people have succumbed to cult-like behavior. You know, Church of Scientology, the MAGA movement. Like, it is not unheard of that there would be people that would join a cult. And being a senator does not make you immune to that. So the idea that maybe this senator joined this man's cult, you know, he has such infinite wealth, it's probably not difficult to manipulate a senator or convince a senator of some ideological reality. And so he could be insane and just be like, you know what, we need to end the world. We need to start over. And maybe he implemented an idea to make that happen, right? Like, I mean, we already know that some of the richest people on the planet like have ideas that in a vacuum you're like, okay, like I can see from a theoretical standpoint how that might be a reality and or how that might work. But when you introduce that idea or that thought process to the real world, you're like, okay, there's no way that would actually happen. Like, there's some of the things Elon Musk has floated over the last 20 years about, like, oh, like in 5 years, in 10 years, people aren't going to be doing this. People aren't going to be using this. We're going to be on Mars. We're going to be living in tunnels. Or we're going to be doing whatever. Like, some of the things, some of these, like, big thinkers float out there about how drastically different the reality of humanity will be in 50 to 100 years, and how because of that we need to radically and completely change the way that we go about things, and we need to focus $1 billion trillion every year on this technology because otherwise humanity is going to go extinct. Like, when you think about those type of things and the type of things those people are saying, like, it is not unbelievable within the context of fiction to, I mean, not even within the context of fiction, probably in real life too. It is not unbelievable to realize that an individual with near infinite wealth could probably convince a U.S. senator, probably multiple, to follow along with their plan, right? We already have senators and congressmen in the United States that continually implement bills and vote certain ways because they're getting $100,000 from a corporation. If you introduce a trillionaire being like, I will give you generational wealth, like, what could they do? What could they sway? And I think we're seeing that it's going to happen. Now, if this plan is true, is actually altruistic, and the end of the world is something that's actually coming that they need to prevent or survive, that's a different story. But maybe I'm being cynical and my dislike of the rich is influencing my thought process here. I'm gonna just throw a theory out there that it's all fake. I'm throwing a theory out that this man manipulated all of this intentionally to create the end of the world so that he could do whatever, that he could have a fun experiment and jump forward into the future somehow. I don't know. Like, it's, you know, it's Thanos thinking, you know, we need to get rid of half the population of anything that exists. This trillionaire is thinking, you know, in order for us not to end the world, we need to get rid of 99% of the population and move forward. We need a full cultural reset. And I think that's my theory right now. I think that the end of the world is manipulated and fake, and that this trillionaire brainwashed some senators and a lot of government people to get on his side and make this whole thing happen. That's my theory. And yeah, so Daniel and Helen, they're on this plane. They agreed reluctantly to be a part of this, or at least sign some NDAs and not tell anyone, because Daniel wants to know what happened to his sister, and Helen is a journalist who just wants to know things in general and potentially write about this in 5 years, even though I'm guessing within 5 years they're going to be in the silo, so it won't matter. And they're being told it's to save the world. So they're like, okay, theoretically, we'll go along with this. Daniel's sister, Charlotte, she's on board because she's like, I want to know what happened to me as well. But she clearly does not have all her memories back. Like, she doesn't seem fully like the same person that we met earlier in the season on the park bench when they're talking to each other. Like, her personality now seems much more subdued. Like, she's under the influence of a medication or something. Like, she just doesn't seem like the same person. There are hints of it, right? When she gives her brother some shit over certain things. Like, there are hints of her being the same person, but otherwise it just feels like she's not quite there. And then they have a moment with her and the senator's daughter where, like, they're clearly flirting or something. And then she's like, you can rub my feet. And it's like, okay, what? Like, what are we doing here? Like, she has seemingly forgotten everything, but she remembers she's gay. Like, that's a thing. And then we end the episode with them coming up on the drill, like a site of one of the silos. We don't know which silo, but it's this giant, like, spider drill, the drill that we've seen down at the bottom of the silo. And Daniel knows what it is because, what, did he help design it, right? Episode 1 or 2, when he's talking to her, the senator, he's like, oh, I was part of the, Army Corps of Engineers or something, and I helped design some project or some drill. Did he mention that it was a drill specifically? I don't remember exactly, but he mentioned designing something and being part of a project. So presumably the project he was on evolved into the silos. So he's like an integral part of the creation of this, which is kind of insane. But yeah. Next episode is called Gray Goo, which maybe we will learn about what actually took Charlotte's plane down, because in that scene when they get taken down and they're in that cloud, like, the planes started to turn into gray goo. So, like, seemingly we will figure it out. We also know Knox's dad is still alive and they faked his death for something in the mines. And next episode says Knox's father, Gus, comes clean about a secret. Charlotte makes a life-changing decision. So, very interested to see what that means. As for this episode, I think that's all I have to say. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. And then lastly, if you like video games, consider subscribing to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. Your support over there would mean the world. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.